With so many Americans wondering about booster shots for COVID, tomorrow is a critical meeting of the FDA's vaccine advisory panel.
Sure is. The group of outside experts set to discuss whether or not to recommend a third dose of the Pfizer vaccine as a booster shot. The FDA's briefing material and Pfizer's submission have both been made public.
And we do happen to know someone who has been reading all of that. Dr. Frank McGeorge here to talk about what we can expect tomorrow, possibly, right, Doc?
Yes, Sandra and Evan, there is a lot potentially riding on the outcome of this meeting since the Biden administration has already essentially promised booster doses to the general public. But right now, that decision is just not a slam dunk, and there's lots of data to be considered. Data favoring booster doses is plentiful, especially in light of an Israeli study recently published in the New England Journal of Medicine and part of the submission to the FDA. It found among people over 60 who received their initial 2 doses 5 months earlier, rates of confirmed COVID-19 and severe illness were substantially lower among those who received a booster dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Other data from Israel and the United States suggest that immunity decreases over time. One analysis found people vaccinated in January of 2021 had a 2.26-fold higher risk for breakthrough infection versus those vaccinated in April of 2021, suggesting a drop in protection over time that could be overcome with a booster. Now, in addition to the effectiveness of a potential booster, the FDA committee will also need to consider safety. The data being presented to the FDA panel does not raise any significant safety considerations. The main thing of note was a slight increased rate of lymph node swelling with the booster. Although the sample size was small, no serious adverse effects were seen. Now, there are other considerations in play, though. A recent article published in the journal Lancet and co-authored by 2 FDA scientists questioned the need for boosters at this time, especially given that much of the rest of the world still remains unvaccinated. Now, the FDA does not have to follow the advice of its advisory panel, but it generally does. Now, the CDC's advisory panel, called ACIP, is also scheduled to meet next week on Wednesday and Thursday to discuss boosters, and that is actually 2 days after the Biden administration had hoped to begin distributing those boosters.
Yeah, and we know there's still so much to sort through here. Why is there so much disagreement, Frank, over these boosters?
Well, you know, Sandra, everything about this virus is new, and new data is constantly being generated. And of course, depending on the person's interpretation of the data, reasonable people can come to different conclusions. Now, ultimately, I honestly hope we can come to an absolute truth, but frankly, the steps along the way are just messy, and all we can do is make the best judgments with the data that we have at the moment.
Yeah, and we'll be following it tomorrow for sure. Thanks, Frank.